guide yourself with these laws of money, I promise you that you will not only be a millionaire in naira, you'll be a millionaire in dollars. And don't just learn them and put them in your left hand or your right hand, sorry. Make sure you take them and use them for yourself. Use them in your life. Practice it, yeah? So I'm going to teach you today very quickly about the laws of money. These laws I've slightly modified. It's from a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. It's one of the most powerful books you'll ever read on money. So the first law of money, very first law, is money comes gladly and in increasing quantity to any person who would save not less than 20% of his earnings. So you see that all of us, as we grow old, even some of you now, some of you now might have side hustles. Your parents are giving you money and go. But it says money comes. Did you see the underline for me? Gladly. That's happily to the person who would, and in increasing quantity, not just gladly. So when people say you need to love money, love of money, you don't need to love money. When you understand the laws of money, money will come to you gladly. And not only will it come to you gladly, in increasing quantity. I want you to imagine your younger sister when you go home, that's 5, that's 3, and they see you and the way they rush to you. And then if she's playing with her other friends, those ones see the way that she's rushing to you, and then all of them rush and join them. That's how money comes to you gladly and in increasing quantity to the person who will save not less than 20% of its earnings. Now, in the previous world, when this book was first written in the 1920s or so, it was 10%. But as we know, with the Nigeria that we see now, 20% does not cut it anymore. You need at least 20%. But the more you can save, the more that you save for your future. Because there are 2 wallets that you have, in case you don't know. The first one is the money you spend now. That's the money you use now. That's the money that you spend for your food, money for lectures, for doing this, for moving around. The second part of money, your wallets that you don't know that you have, is money that you leave behind. Money you leave at the back of the wallet. You see that money that you leave at the back of the wallet? That's the one that makes you wealthy. Once you understand the way the world works and you start to invest right, you will see that a lot more things will begin to happen and you'll be able to understand money properly. And go and write it down that I told you today. That the day that you start to save 20%. When I say save, I did not say take it to church. It's good to give money in church. Give what you give. But this is saving for the purpose of improving the money. Saving for the purpose of multiplying. Once you get that, go and say that I lied to you. Go and you'll find out that in less than 3 months after, if you're diligently doing this, money will just be coming. You will just find that some things just start to make sense. Number 2, money labors diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment, multiplying even as the flocks of the field. Money labors. Do you see? So that means that
on my phone, like now.
your money is a laborer. I always say that it's an investment that we're allowed to keep slaves. You can literally, like, your money will become your slave. You don't have to slave for money. When I hear people sell their bodies, do all of those things, my dear, your money is born to be diligently laboring for you. That's the work of your money. In his life, he's supposed to labor for you. And see what it says. They said he labors diligently. That means with glad. A lot of you go to lectures or go to school or something, and you are not doing it diligently because you are tired or you don't even feel like it's worth it. But you see, your money would labor for you diligently and contentedly. That means he's happy doing it. For the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment. So what does that look like? That is investing. That is saving. Investing in stocks, in mutual funds, in ETFs, in businesses, in different stuff. Ask you a question. I'd like for you to answer me in the chat. Do you think giving your money to someone like a Tim Cook, and I hope you guys know who that is, do you think he's finding profitable employment for your money?
This is before assembly.
Do you guys know who Tim Cook is?
No.
Okay.
No, ma.
Tim Cook is the leader of Apple.
Tim Cook is the lead of Apple. Is the CEO of current CEO of Apple now.
Yes. Tim Cook is the leader of Apple. And so imagine that you found a way to invest your money in Apple. in someone who has the knowledge to grow a company, or a company that has the knowledge to create phones that the whole world aspire to use, the whole world is using. Is that not diligent? Is that not profitable employment for your money? Because even if you don't get employed, or you cannot work in Apple, but your money can work in Apple, that's what diligent employment is. And let me tell you something you don't know as young people. No matter how strong you are, no matter how strong you are in this world, you cannot work 24 hours a day. You will get tired. It's like we've been working now. I've been working now for almost 17 years of my life. And I can tell you for free, you cannot work 24 hours a day. You will break down. But you see your money, it can work 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. It will labor for you. If you die, it will labor for your children. That's why you hear names like Rockefeller. That's why you hear a lot of names, old names now. It's because the money they put down has been working diligently for themselves, their kids, their children. So far, you find for it profitable employment, which is employment in things that multiply. Number 3, money clings to the cautious owner. See, it clings to your protection as that cautious owner who invests it under the advice of men wise in his handling. So if they tell you that invest it under the advice of men wise in the handling, that means there are people who are not wise in the handling. So all those betting and co, that's not investing. No, don't deceive yourself. All those we are trading forex, we are doing, that's not investing. No. That's why you pick the apps that are much more registered. That's why you pick the apps that know how to multiply your money. That's how you decide that, am I going to the bank or am I investing with Cowrywise or with PiggyVest? That's how you understand. You need to invest in it and don't trust it to your own next when you see that as we go on. So that's the difference between investing right and investing wrong. Now let's go to number 4. Number 4, money slips away. Can you see? That's runs. It slips away. It will just slowly be leaving you. Money slips away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by people who understand it. Let's say, for example, you sell water and you see someone who is carrying a basket or a bucket that has holes, and the person is going, I'm going to buy water. These things, you understand water by yourself. You've been selling water. You tell the, and especially when you know that the person is going from here to Kutu Wenji to go and drop that bucket of water. You know that water is going to finish based on your understanding of water. But you see, that person can be going. That person has a truthful stuff, but he's not familiar with the business of water. Because if he's familiar with the business of water, he will understand that where it's going is wrong. Let me give you another example that I hope will stay with you forever and ever. Imagine the digestive system. I don't know if some of you here biology or microbiology or in the sciences, but if you imagine the biology that we learned in secondary school, remember in the digestive system, we said food enters into your mouth, you chew it with your teeth. From there, it enters into your throat, your esophagus. It goes down into your stomach, right? From your stomach, the good one enters into the small intestine, stays there, nourishes your body, lets you grow. The bad one enters into your large intestine, comes out through your bum as feces, and that's it. If you understand the digestive system that way, like that's the simple way to understand the digestive system. You eat food, it enters your stomach, the good one stays in your body. I did not tell you that inside the esophagus, at the mouth of the stomach, there's something called the pyloric sphincter that has to open. If that thing doesn't open, the food will not be able to enter your stomach and will be coming out. That's why sometimes you feel like vomiting, or that's why sometimes people that are pregnant, the food doesn't stay in their stomach, they keep throwing up. It's because the pyloric sphincter is not opening, it's not working well, it gets affected in pregnancy. I didn't tell you there's something called peristaltic movement that moves the food from your large intestine, moves it out into your bum. I didn't tell you all of that, but you just understand that the digestive system works so by putting food in my mouth, entering into my stomach, some stay, some goes. If you do not understand a business in that simple sense, never put your money into it. If you do this, you will avoid all of those problems that you hear about, MMM, CBEX, all of you will avoid it. If you are investing in anything, anybody selling, and you don't understand the ins and the outs, as simple as the way I explained this in this digestive system, if you don't understand it, like you don't have a business investing in it. Now, it's not only that, there are now businesses that you might not understand, but now there are people who know about businesses. If those people now tell you that, my dear, don't do this thing, oh, that's even another. So because there's some things you don't know. There's some places I put my money in now. I understand it, but I don't understand fully. But guess what? I've read of the analysts that understand it. I've known of the person who's done it for years. I've sat down with them. I've understood those things. I've read about them. And then I can grow my money. I can put my money there. So you see, can you see that this thing is systematic? Number one, save 20% of what you earn. Let it stay back. That's what will go and work for you. That's what becomes your slave. That's what you take out. Number two, money clings, stays with you if you know how to give it the right work, the right place to put it. Number three, money will slip away from what's my number three again? These things, I know them often. I don't know why I'm not. Number three, money clings to you, stays to you as a cautious owner who invests it under the guise of people widening it. And number four, money will slip away from you if you invest it in businesses or purposes which you are not familiar, that you don't know, or which are not approved by people who are wise in its handling. Please, let us be cautious. Yeah. And then number five, very simply, you see this one is different. You see the other one, when they say something slips away, that means it will be going slowly, right? When something is slipping away, it will go slowly. But you see the difference in the language used here. It said money will flee fast. The money will run like something is chasing it. Money flees. That means it runs very fast. It's not joking. Money flees from the man. Take off. Whoa, God will bless you. Even better, it will take off. If you've ever been in a plane, the way it takes off, boom, and starts moving. Money flees the man who will force it to impossible earnings. So that means the person that will tell you that, just put 50 naira here now. In the next 2 days, tomorrow, another person, zoom up, beautiful. Oh my gbera, oh God, I like that word. Ugbera, japa. Or who follows the alluring advice of tricksters, all those thieves. All those people who tell you, bet, sure bet. If it's sure bet, think anybody will tell you that it's sure. If they could surely make money from it. Yeah, he said the alluring advice of tricksters was, or who trusts this in his own inexperience or romantic desires in investment. So you imagined in your head that if I just invest this money now, even though they are telling you that it's going to take 10 years, or this thing grows at the rate of 10%, 20% in a year, but in your head, you are thinking that if I invest it in a better way, it will give me 100% in 2 days. My dear, you are part of this last statement. Romantic desires in investment. You are romanticizing investment in your head. May God help us. And you say what they said. If we've heard two different words today. Money clings, money stays, money slips away, money flees. This flea is the worst of it. It means that for sure, your money will disappear if you force it to impossible earnings, wanting to do double. I forgot how they say it in Yoruba again. It's not Sherego, it's those apart from those ones that double money doublers, that you'll be in the streets, they will say that you see people covering stuff, and they'll say, oh, just bring your money. By the time we give you the money, by the time you drop the money, just do this, and then you pack everything. You do this, guys. Please run like your life depends on it, because I can tell you, if you are not running, Ayomide, I owe you 10,000 naira. Sogundogoji, that's what I'm looking for. That's the exact word I'm looking for. This Sogundogoji. Those please, this Ayomide, they send me a account number. I owe the person. Sogundogoji, that's what I'm looking for. Those people that very, very simply, they will force it, that they are believing that the money, those are what we call impossible earnings. Because I can tell you for free, with wisdom and intelligence of money, that your money will run. Or who follows the alluring advice of tricksters. Like, you see, this second one is very important to me now for a lot of people in Nigeria, a lot of young people in Nigeria. You see, TikTok, all this Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo Plus and Co. Hey, before, let me tell you, Ayomide is not. Wait, is it Ayomide that said it or Williams? Who is Ayomide that said it?
Yeah, me too.
Williams to now quickly typed his own. um, but yeah, that will force it. Ayomide, no worries. I owe you 10K for sure, for sure. That's the peer pressure we felt. That's all the peer pressure. But right now, the peer pressure a lot of people are feeling is from people you don't even know. People you don't even know if they are just standing in front of that thing, in front of that car. They are just standing there, or if they've gone to kill their mother to do it. So there's so many alluring advice or alluring looks of tricksters everywhere right now in your faces. And as much as I envy young people, I also struggle and know that you guys will face a lot of pressure, peer pressure from things that look like you should go into it, from people making you look like you are not doing enough. People, you see people at 21, I became a millionaire by investing in this. At 21, I became this. At 21, I'm using Mercedes Benz. My dear, follow your lane. Look at these laws of money. If the stuff you are doing is not following it, my dear, I tell you, for with the integrity and the wisdom of hindsight and wisdom of age, that it's just a matter of time before that money disappears. I'll give you a very quick example. In 2020, yes, in 2020, this is 2025, right? In 2020, this was 10 years, 5 years ago, exactly. I put 1 million naira in RiseVest. RiseVest is an investment app where you can buy three different things. You can buy some stocks. You can invest in real estate. That's without buying a whole house. You almost like you own a tiny part of your house, and they'll give you 13% a year for it. Or you can buy fixed income. The fixed income gives 10% a year, whatever. But it is denominated in dollars. So I put my 1 million naira there. Now, the 1 million naira, I picked the fixed income one. By that time, when I was investing in that 1 million naira, dollar was about 300 or 400 or so. And they were going to give me 13% every single year from that investment. Now, I'll tell you for fact that 5 years after, my 1 million has become 10 million naira. Now, when I was buying that then, dollar was the rate of 400. So 400 for the dollar, if I kept it that time. So when I bought dollar then, I think it was about 2000, it was about 2.5 for dollars. Now, today, that same $2.5 would have turned to, if I kept it only in dollars, only in 2,500 for 1 million then would have turned to now today about almost, 4.5 thereabouts, 4,000, 4.5 million naira. Yeah, that's what I would have. That's what that money would have become. But my money instead is 10 million naira. 10 million naira today. And you know why? It's because I didn't put that money into I didn't just sit down and say, only, I'm putting it only in dollars, because that's the easiest thing. But it's next 10 times what I invested. And I invested it in a low risk stuff. I changed it into a currency that was more stable, 13% a year. Now, that first year that it made me 13%, what people don't know is the secret thing that grows money, which is compound interest. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. You are either enjoying it or you are paying it. So what happened in that year when my money grew from 1 million to 1.13, I'll be how much the next year? When the compound interest was going to happen the next year, guess what? My money didn't grow by that again. It was acting now, not on 1 million, but was acting on 1.13. And so the next year, my money just kept going. And guess what was happening to dollars too? Dollars,
That's increasing.
the value of dollars was rising. It was also compounding my stuff. Guys, that's the difference between the wisdom of just, investing in dollars versus the wisdom of investing in dollars plus investing in the current in real estate. Like, those are the different things. That's how you grow wealthy. That's how you don't rely on your own wisdom or inexperience in money. That's how you grow. That's how you don't listen to the alluring advice of tricksters. Someone could have told me, let's quickly put it in sure bet. Is it not Arsenal versus Man U? Man U will beat them for sure. Let's have sorry if you buy one bet. And then they will give Man U that day 5-1. There goes your money. That's not even investing. That's guessing. So, like, that's gambling. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself. So I hope that these 5 simple laws that I've taught you, if you sit down with them and let them guide your life will take a turn you can no, even you will not believe. Yeah. So thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I hope it's been a good session for you. I'm happy to take a few questions before I leave.
The question I have is about investing generally. There are times you invest and you get very little returns on investment, and at times it just has me thinking, how will one create sustainable wealth with such little
Hmm.
investments? And just had me thinking, compound interest and all, but it just had me thinking whether I'm kind of slow, or how long does it take before someone can, create that sustainable wealth that people would look at you and say, yes, you're wealthy.
Very interesting. Thank you for that question, my dear. And I understand that sometimes it becomes hard for you to see that, especially when it's a little money. But I can tell you, the higher the reward, the higher the risk. So I'm going to quickly
Okay.
show you guys something on a calculator. Very quickly, it's an investment calculator. Ignore the dollars you see here. Let's imagine it's naira. Yeah. If you invest 1,000, or let's say 10,000 naira, yeah, you invest it per month. Let's say in a stock or an ETF that gives you 12% a year. 12% is like the average that the S&P 500 gives. S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in America. There's an ETF that when you invest in that ETF, you're investing in that top 500 companies. So that means that you are investing in all those 500 companies at once. That's what you're doing. It gives an average of 12% a year. So let's say you invest 10,000 naira into it. And each month you also put another 10,000 naira. Yeah. And let's say that it gives you that. And let's say you do it for 1 year, only 1 year. Let's calculate how much you get. So you see that if you did it for just 1 year, thereabout, your 10,000 naira that you're putting every month will become, and if you do it, no, let's remove this. Let's make this 0, that you didn't start with anything. So you just have small money. And you see, this is how much you've made from that 10,000 naira that you put in every month. It's turned to 120. And you see, you've only made about 6,000 on it. Yeah, total interest. Now, let's say that you do it again. You change that for 1 year into 2 years. So you see, in that time, you know how bad you will have felt putting that 110,000, and at the end of it, I've saved a whole 120,000, but I've only made 6,400 naira in that first year. That's what you're talking about. That's when you feel down. But let's see something. Let's see what happened in the next 2 years. You're still putting your 13,000 naira. Can you see at this point, you have put in 240 by yourself? But now you've made 28,000, and I'm sure you're still looking at 28,000. That's small now. After my 240, okay, you're exercising a muscle. That's where compound interest is coming in. For the next 3 years, you do that again. Can you see now it's 66? Yeah, your money instead of 360, you're seeing 424. Yeah, that's how much you're saying. Okay, now you do it again for 4 years. We look at the next one. Now you're 480, which you are just again putting 13,000. At this point, if you might have more than 13,000 to put, because now you probably graduated and you have more money, but you're still putting just 10,000. Yeah, it's gotten to, from that instead of 480, you have an extra 124. So now instead of 480, you're saying 604. Let's say now you've done this continuously. Let's get to 8 years. And we calculate still the same. At that point, you've put in 960, 1.5. Now let's move this to 15 years of you just putting 10,000 naira only. Can you see the difference now? It's now 3 times what you've put in. That's how compound interest works.
Yes,
That's how
sir.
compound interest works. So money might look small when you are gaining on it, but I promise you, you see, this is the best way to create wealth. It's the best way to create wealth. Let your money be growing. Let your money be growing. Yeah. And remember, most of these investments, you are not doing anything. That's the sweetest money to make. You see that 400, that how many million now from that person? You see that other money? Did the person work for it? No, you didn't do anything. You did not carry pong pong. You did not have to do anything. You did not have to go to work. You did not have to do anything. But that money was making money for you. That's the best money to spend ever in this world. Money your money made. That's the best thing. You didn't have to sell anything. You didn't have to chase anybody. You have to wake up early. That's how you go wealthy. And you need to be okay with that. And you need to understand that there are some investments that they are sure, but they will grow, but they might not give you too much. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much, guys. It's lovely speaking to
Thank you
you all.
very much.
Thank you for having me. Have a lovely evening, and thank you for staying through to those of you that stayed to the end. I hope it was a good session, and I pray that God really blesses you and that you do take action from all of these
From
things.
all of these things.
Amen.
The first thing to work on is your mindset. You understand? Money will come if your mindset is open to accept money. Like, so most undergraduates have this mindset that I'm just an undergraduate. Where would I get this money from? How would I start investing? What would I start doing? I don't have this money. See, let your mindset be big. You understand? Today, I was going through a story and I saw that most of these billionaires, Bill Gates, the rest, they made their first million. There's a YouTube channel follow. You can check it out too. AdNock on YouTube or Instagram. The guy interviews millionaires and billionaires. I draw inspiration from so many things. I draw inspiration from even football, even Lionel Messi. I tell you for a fact, I started making money when my mindset changed, when my circle changed. Today now, if your circle, yeah, I'll still get to the topic in just 5 minutes. We'll talk about it because she has actually done justice to that. But I just love to actually hit on this mindset part. Today, if you're having a circle of friends and they are not really helping you grow, they are not helping you grow, you guys are not thinking of opportunities together, then what is the point of keeping that circle? I'll tell you, that is the truth. People are investments. Your mindset is an investment. Your time is an investment. Now that you people are on this call, listening to this, some people are somewhere, probably in parties, doing things. These are an investment to you. You might pick 1 or 2 things today and flashback. You understand? So I joined this thing when I was in the university, and it actually helped me a lot. You understand? In my career, in my businesses, and all of that. And my mindset have changed. I told myself, I think back in 2020, I lost over 700K in a farm investment. I'll tell you the fact. I lost Foxy Green. I'll mention the name. Foxy Green. I invested in farm. I was earning 50K per month, making the money. I was greedy. I still went to invest again. I went to put money again in the farm, and I lost 700K. I wanted to faint. Trust me. I was so down. Imagine saving. That 700K was my savings from secondary school. All those uncle come and give you money. I'll put it in Kolo, put it in Kolo packets. Go and give somebody. All my money just went like that. Why? I was so down. But I thought, if you are down today, just see, money is just a tool. Money is a tool for you to grow other money. If you start worshiping money, the moment you start worshiping money, then you just lose focus and you'll be so down. But money is a tool. It's a tool. It's money. You leave money. You understand? The money, you usually leave money, and it's just a tool for you to pursue what you want to achieve. So I just grew my mindset. I said, okay, I've lost this money. Yes, I've learned that if you want to invest in something, at least the first 6 months of being invested, you have to be fiscally available. You have to be available in that business. You have to be available in that investment. You have to study the investment. Don't just put your money away. You understand? Don't just invest because you want to invest. Study, like hint on studying the investment. You understand? You have to study what you want to invest in. You understand? I made a point. I said, okay, this money is gone. What can I do? I can't kill myself now. When there's life, there is hope. Then I grew my mindset. I spoke to friends. I started reading books, spoke to my mentor. Always number one thing, have a mentor. Someone that, and your mentor should be way ahead of you, someone that is actually doing well. And your mentor should be accessible. So people have, you can have people that you admire. They can actually inspire you from afar, but your mentor should be accessible, someone that you can easily talk to, someone you can easily call, you can easily share things with, who share advice with you and all of that. You understand? So when I lost that money, my mindset just changed totally, and I said, Jama, I'll make times two of this money. And today, I know how much I'm making, thanks to God. So that is number one. That is number one. Just build your mindset. Let your mindset be right. Have the good connection, like network with friends that are also in the same. They are sharing the same mindset as you. You understand? Your friends are key to you making money. Trust me. Today, now that I started a real estate company, my tutorial is partnership. People feel, why should I make money in partnership when I can see? I was talking to one of my students. She does this perfume business. Because I'm sure most of you are students and most of you have all this minor business. She does this perfume business. And she was like, German, I want to close up. I'm not really making money like that. I don't really have customers and all of that. And I said, you want to close up. You started a business, you have an Instagram page, you have given it a page. And I told her, okay, and I threatened her and I said, okay. She even did, then I told her when she started, do your CAC, because if you want to start up a business today now, for you to be committed fully, register the name, then you know that you're not going out again. I've seen people that will start up a business today, they'll drop it. They'll start up a business, they'll drop it. And the reason why they're dropping is because they are not really committed, they have not really spent money to do one or two things. But if you have a business today, if you register the business name with like 30K or 20K, you open an account in the business name, you have done that. You have committed, you have done that. I'm sure that you can't do anything again. You're already tied. And that is the first thing. Invest in your business, invest in yourself. So she did this. Then she all came to me after like 1 year. And German, I'm tired. I want to quit. Then I told her, see, okay, do you know what? Give me the CAC. Let me buy it from you. Give me the page. I'll buy it from you. You understand? And you sort out to the business after 6 months. I don't know anything about perfume, but I'll talk to one or two persons. And she was like, no. And I said, you see, so you still have art in this business. Your art is still in this business. So why you want to quit? Why not explore partnership? You have friends, you know about the business, but you don't have customers, you don't have people that can talk to. Just talk to one or two persons. You guys should come together. Instead of closing up, talk to one person that you know that, oh, this person has ginger, this person can be posting, this person is on group chats. Oh, I should went to talk to Ashabi, and I spoke to the Ashabi. Okay, you guys, and Ashabi said, nice, I'll be making money too. Okay, let's come together and let's form this business. Let's have a partnership. And today now she's enjoying. They have a partnership, the business is booming. So you can explore partnership opportunities if you're in that stage of your business and it's not really booming for you. You understand? I tell people, the market opportunity should be an opportunity for you to invest more. Today, predict the market. All this malam, they predict market alone. Okay, today now, dollar is 1.2. Let me see the trend. Let me read the market. Is there an opportunity that dollar will fall? Looking at the trend, will dollar rise? Looking at the trend. Today now, like I said, money is a tool. Today, my money is a tool. I have some money that, this one I'm using to just I invest, remove, and I'm making my money back. You understand? On rise first, dollar is 1.2. Before December, that was just prediction. Before December, this is just an example. Dollar is 1.2. Before December, what will dollar eat? Looking at the trend from back, okay, that's been growing by this rate. So in December, dollar should eat like 2,000. Okay, let me buy dollar now. That is where I do my investment with right vest. I buy, sell just to make money. And throughout that period, I made like 600K or so for my buying and selling of dollar, exchange with naira and everything. I also invest with iInvest. I invest with Coronation Wealth Plus. Today, I work with Mama Bank today, but I invest with all these things, all these fintechs and all of that. I invest with Coronation. Coronation pays me like 23% on mutual funds, but they operate it. So I make like 23% on mutual fund every year. And Coronation pays me, they pay me every day. So on my investments, roughly, I make like on Coronation, I make like 5,000 naira per day. When I've done the calculation, I see the money enter. I make like 5,000 naira per day. You know, so look at all these things I've mentioned. You can read up on them, or you can have my number. We'll talk more on them. You can invest on Coronation Wealth Plus, Rise Vest, I Invest. I Invest is by Sterling Bank. Also, in I Invest is a big brother, because I Invest, you will see the rates of um different investment. You see treasury bills, you see mutual funds, you will see stocks and all of that in I Invest. On Rise Vest, you also see real estate. To invest in real estate, you can buy a unit, invest in real estate. You will see it. You will see stock. You understand? You will see, they'll tell you the one that is more volatile. When I mean volatile, the one that is risky and all of that. Coronation Wealth Plus, Rise Vest, I Invest. So these are things you can read on. Just take out your time. Just say, okay, I want to take out this evening. I want to go on YouTube. How can I invest in mutual funds? What is mutual funds? How can I invest in treasury bill? What is treasury bill? There are opportunities for undergraduates that you can earn a lot. You understand? One of my guy, Benga, I think I invited him to speak in one of my, there's an internship this I do too. Benga went to Bank of America as an intern. You understand? Three of them, they went to Bank of America as an intern. And when they calculated, they were paying them like 2.5 million per month. Benga is in year 3 now. Yeah, he's in year 3 now. He went to Bank of America in year 2. He's a chartered accountant too. When I was in year 3, I think when I was in year 4, he was in year 1, all of that. And he was following me during jam, me and my guys. When we were writing ICANN, writing CFA and all of that, he was always with us. Yeah, he's following us. Was always with us, and we're exposing him to opportunities. And I never knew about this Bank of America. I wish I did it my year 4. No, I did my year 4, but I was not really taking it serious. I had other things, other plans. And I said that I will not, this opportunity, this is a great opportunity. I need to speak to people about it. And I spoke to him, and he said he looked at it and he applied. I know you are very intelligent, follow up on it. You know, and they were paying 2.3 million per month for like 6 months. Benga is not a big boy now. He's back now. He has the opportunity. When he's finished school, he's going back. That is 100% sure. So there are opportunities for undergraduates. You might not see all these opportunities if you are just limited to what you can see. You understand? Ask questions. Go online. Go on LinkedIn. Be active on LinkedIn. These are opportunities for people. You understand? Apart from Bank of America, there's one there's one company that also employs people. Just I'm not even looking at traveling. I don't want to. I'm making my money here. I'm working in a very good firm, anywhere in a good position, doing my real estate stuff too by the side. So I'm not looking at traveling. But the opportunities for undergraduates like you, start planning towards finishing school. You understand? If I finish school, where do I want to be? How do I want to earn money? Yes, you can learn have all the money skills, but it takes the source, you understand, to maintain all these skills. So that is not earning anything. All this we have said is just it's not really anything to the person now. He has learned all these things, he has written it down in his jotter. The recording is there, he has gone to play it, but it's not earning anything. So you need the source. And what you consider the source, opportunities. You understand? Like I keep saying, work on your mindset. Just believe that you can achieve anything. Trust me. If you say today, before you sleep, you can achieve anything. There's not all these people like all these Dangote or the dollar dress that are spending your money. They also made the sacrifice, and they also believe. Their mindset is large. Today, now, if I'm talking at the office with my guys and all of us, we are talking, they know the way we speak. We don't say no to any opportunity. If I'm going to meet a client today, I'm closing that deal. You understand? And I'm making that money. And I'm speaking to the client. It's because of my mindset. All these rich men, just look at their mindset. Their mindset is very wide. Also build on that mindset. All of you are great people, trust me. The fact that I've even made it to LASU, you have entered a school, you have at least you have passed that bridge. Some people have not even had the opportunity to go to school. So it means you have this mindset already. Just expand on it. Okay, guys, so I'm supposed to make an announcement. Okay, so I'm supposed to announce the team lead of the month. Abby, I'm supposed to announce the team lead of the month. So before I announce, everybody just put W in the chat for whoever I call. I don't know how it goes. Shall put W in the chat for our call. So the team leads of the month goes to Babajide Khalid Sanusi.
Yay.
Who is Babajide Khalid Sanusi?
Mm.
Yeah, we can. We
Yeah,
can.
so this is a seminar coming up on the 21st of June. And from what our speaker has said, you have to start showing yourself out now. So one way you can start that is by building your CV and building your portfolio. So on the 21st of June, we're going to talk about that. And just like the speakers we had today, very, very experienced, very, very, what would I call them? One in a million of them. These are also people that
Professional.
you can count on that will help you build your CVs and portfolio. So really appreciate if you guys can also attend this for your own benefits and for your career, future career. But more information will be given after this call, maybe starting from Monday. We're going to be sharing more information about this seminar.